When you're building something, when you're really putting it all on the line, have you ever stopped and wondered who really has your back? Well, today we're diving into a really powerful idea that helps you answer that exact question. It's called the Foxhole test, and it's all about figuring out who you can truly count on when the chips are down.
And it really all comes down to this single idea. Look, it is so easy to find people who will cheer for you when you're winning, right? When everything's going great. But what happens when it's not? That's when you find out who people really are. Struggle is this incredible filter. It just sifts out the genuine people from the ones who are just along for the ride.
Let's just be real for a second. Trying to build something that matters, whether it's a business, your career, anything, it is not a walk in the park. It's a lot more like a battlefield. It's this high-stakes world that's just full of challenges, a ton of uncertainty, and honestly, constant pressure.
And I'm not talking about some abstract idea here. This is the real world for so many of us. You know that feeling, right? Maybe you're deep in a 60-day content sprint, just pushing yourself to the absolute limit. Or maybe it's that pit in your stomach you get, watching the market charts turn bright red. In those moments, oh yeah, the pressure is very, very real.
Okay, so on this battlefield, you're pretty much going to meet two kinds of people. And trust me, you absolutely need to know the difference. Let's break them down. You've got your spectators and you've got your partners.
So on one side, you have the spectator. They're just kind of hanging out on the sidelines, waiting to see how it all plays out before they pick a side. They love the results, but they have zero interest in the messy, ugly process it takes to get there. And then you have the partner. The partner isn't watching from the stands. No way. They are right there in the dirt with you, focused on the fight. They're the ones giving you that support that actually keeps you in the game.
And that brings us to the test itself. See, the Foxhole test isn't something you hand out. It's a situation that life just throws at you. It is the moment of truth that, believe me, reveals everything you need to know.
So when does this test actually happen? It's triggered when things go wrong. It's that moment when the actual numbers come in way lower than what everyone expected, when all the hype just evaporates, and you're left with a difficult reality. Boom. That's when the Foxhole test begins.
To put it simply, the Foxhole test is just a moment of crisis that life throws your way, and it works like an automatic filter. It shows you someone's true character, their true loyalty, without you ever having to ask. You don't need a loyalty pledge. Their actions when things get hard tell you everything.
Just think about it for a second. When the pressure is on, when the numbers look bad, when you're starting to doubt everything, who's still there? Who's calling you? Who's checking in? Who is still in your corner, not because it's a sure thing, but because they believe in you, and they believe in the fight.
So what's next? After the test is over, after the dust settles and you see who's still standing beside you, a whole new question comes up. Who actually deserves to be there for the win? And here's the rule. This is the big one. The person who sticks with you when there is absolutely nothing to gain, except for maybe the hope of a win someday, that's the only person who's earned a seat at the table. Their loyalty wasn't some investment in a guaranteed return. It was an investment in you. I just love this image, sweeping the dirt in the dark. It's about doing that gritty, thankless work when nobody's watching, and when success feels like a million miles away. It's all about being there for the messy process, not just showing up for the polished outcome. And here's the payoff to that idea. If someone wasn't willing to be there with you in the dark, well, they really haven't earned the right to stand with you in the light. That victory party, it's reserved for the people who helped you build the whole thing from the ground up, not just for the people who showed up for the photo op at the end.
So, what do we do with all this? What's the ultimate takeaway from the Foxhole test? Well, it really all boils down to one simple but incredibly powerful principle for how you should move forward.
The key is to just shift your focus. It's so easy to get caught up in the cheers coming from the sidelines, right? But you got to tune out that noise. Instead, look around when the real work is being done, when the shovel is literally in the ground. Who's digging right there next to you? That's who matters.
And this, right here, this is the heart of the whole thing. You've got to build with the people who value you, the builder, the creator, the person trying to make something happen, not just the shiny thing you might create. Because those are the people who will be there for the next project and the one after that, no matter what happens. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. As you go about your day, as you work on your next big thing, just ask yourself this. When it all hits the fan and the pressure is on, who is really in your foxhole? Because the answer to that question, well, it's everything.